we see... Okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Does that give us... Okay. All right. Thank you for the bitrate suggestion. I just lowered it to like 9,000 instead of 10,000, and that worked. So thank you very much, Dr. Faded. It was a very good suggestion. Oh, it sucks that we didn't get to actually like record that, but that would have been recorded on the YT version. So there we go. Woohoo! Thank you for the bits. Again, we're using OBS right now, so I can't actually track like subscriptions and follows and stuff like that unless it's showing up in the actual stream chat. So thank you very much for the little biddies. I appreciate it. Let's see. So the TikTok should be live then. That should be showing. So bizarre. It was weird because it was showing on TikTok and YT, but it wasn't showing on Purple app for some reason. So weird that. But it was showing on Purple app, which is weird. It's really weird. It was just really weird. I'm sorry. But we got it fixed now, so thank God that's done with. All right. And well, it looks like we got some. We had some new followers on the TikTok. Moon Crystal 2002, Vampy Cat, Skylar McConov, Final Fantasy 14. Thank you guys. We have Neon 27 popping in on the TikTok chat. Thank you. Dr. Faded and Violet are on the Purple app. And we had Brianna talking to us on the YT. Sophia Rowe is here. True Believer is here. Becky is here. Synot Exil, welcome. Lots of people popping in on the onto the TikTok. Respect Nini. True Believer's back again. Malware. Mahadi. So good. Welcome. Mel, welcome. All right. Yes, thank you guys for the help. All right. Well, we killed a primal, guys, so we should be happy. Ah, there you are, Slimes Plays. Come to rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their gods and Ammonius defeat, the Amaja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. Thank you for liking the live, Malware. We really appreciate that. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you two can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. There must be, they may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said for their minds. For once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on negatives. Amidst our misfortunes, there are reasons to rejoice. Ifrit is slain by your hand, no less. Sean Jones, welcome. Thanks, Violet. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Science Plays. Not that I ever thought you were an ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears your deeds. I trust that you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned rest for yourself. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Thanks, Thancred. No Name and Jake, welcome. How are you doing, Malware? I thank you for taking the time to say hi to us. We really appreciate that. Yeah, let's go to the quicksand. So we'll head to Horizon. Moon Crystal, welcome back. We had a hiccup happen. The purple app couldn't see anything, so I had to relaunch the stream and tweak the bitrate a little bit. But thank you for coming back. I'm glad to see that you are at least notified that I went live again. Caltum, welcome. Sean Jones, welcome. Thank you guys for popping in. I want to go to here. Go to Stream Manager. And I wonder if I can see stuff then. Ah, purple app screws up my streams a lot. Yeah, it's definitely worth taking a look at your bitrate. I lowered it from 10,000 to 9,000 and it fixed the issue. So it depends on what you're using to encode it too. This is my first time using OBS for quite a while, so I think it had something to do with OBS's settings, and I don't think it was anything to do with Restream or anything like that, but yeah. It sucks that Purple App wasn't getting our video for the majority of that, but you know. Here, I'll give you some help. Just a little bizarre. Anthony Jabber, welcome. Martin, welcome. Yeah, so I got I brought up Stream Manager here. I don't know if it shows. I don't think it shows anything like if someone followed or anything. So if there was a follower, because I see that we're up to like 8 viewers onto the YT or the Purple app for some reason. So if there's any reason that somebody followed and I didn't catch it, and it's not going to pop up because we're not set up to have that happen with OBS. I will try to find out if there's a way I can do that though, because it is nice to have that ability to pop up, for sure. Scion of the seventh dawn. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us of the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. All right. Blake's 22 Andresen, welcome. My late arrival nearly cost Science Players their life. I wasn't there when the Amajah took them prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served them to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle they survived, but that does not excuse the fact that they should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed them utterly. Kevin Luzon Laudra, welcome. Maha, welcome. The Ghost of something, welcome. I'm just failing you all. Just as I'm failing you all. What is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Science Players, it is good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. Falloon, welcome. G Deer, 1489, welcome. User 476-487-386-4318, welcome. Hello to the people on Purple app. Apparently there is still 6 or 7 of you. 6, 7. Yeah. There's still 6 or 7 of you there. Astron onto the TikTok. Mrs. Keeler, Keelerer, welcome. Benny Watterson, welcome. Good to have all of you here. The perils you faced were undeniably great. Part of me believes that I had no cause for fear. Now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amajah undertook both robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar events have been rife with both Limsa Lominsa and Gardenia of late. I dare say you have been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he is a kind to require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It is for this reason that the instance involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us to the why the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how the primal are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards the primal's essence and insatiability drawn. It is coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers. Worship, the more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful the god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. And in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempting mortals who possess to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not why of it, but those blessed with the Echo were immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents are all share a common trait. Meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are new development, one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief that you are safely returned. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite Slimes plays. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of a hero who fell different, I fear you may nary a moment to yourself. Casper, the friendly ghost, or the gentle phantasm. Crazy Arms, welcome. Alina, welcome. Potheid, welcome. Jcast, welcome. Nightwing, welcome. Ryad, welcome. And Isabel, welcome. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Whether she intended to or not, Nymphelia neglected to tell you something. Something I think that would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that they were all to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information has not been made known to the public. I swear to you that we will not... that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom cannot choose to put to worship. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So once they enslave you to worship them, you're enslaved for life? That's horrible. So even defeating the primal doesn't free the people who are enslaved. That's crazy. And so we Scions continue our fight, so that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Lance Blaze. That's awful. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the loss of his people has suffered. Till next time. Thancred, bro. You just dropped a bomb on me and you don't even care. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Suave would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. That's crazy. Jamie Rock, welcome. Noir Casillo, welcome. Colin, welcome. All right, Menphilia. What do you have to say? Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to an esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those needing without thought of reward, confirming to Thancred that the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guest Slimes plays, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons? Ah, Lady Menphilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Laminsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Science Plays, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grand companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit, but they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Slime's Play's deeds spread so quickly that the immortal flames should not know her triumph is to be expected. But what of the other grand companies? Eep! Your reputation precedes you, Mistress on Twitch. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder is in need of valiant people such as you. Join your strength with ours, friend, and together let us ensure that the peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amaja and their dead primal, yours was already a respected name in Ul'dah. Our people know you and love you as well. A person of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength with ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said that you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you in the maelstrom. Join our strength with yours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Minsa to the glories, the shores of glory. Okay. Nira Wobla, welcome. Reaper Cookie, welcome. Ray, welcome. Lady Menphilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure that you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help you clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all self-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the material, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstroms of Leminsa, the Order of the Twin Adder for Gardenia, and the Immortal Flames for Ul'dah. Serving a grand company means serving the nation which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your endeavors. If you are agonizing over which grand company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance to a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold a remembrance service. As well as the part of the proceedings, I am giving to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses may help you to make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Slime's Plays hear our leaders speak, and in return, with their decision. We eagerly await your answer. Sigmac, welcome. Claire, welcome. Colin, welcome back. And some sort of bunch of shapes, welcome. I know full well that the adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited for discipline or military service. But I strongly urge you to join the Grand Company nonetheless. With the promise of reward as enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Slime's Plays, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power won't attract it was want to attract attention. Not all of it friendly. There are those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one person. In the midst of the grand company, however, you will be one person amongst many, and a friend amongst friend. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Nope, not at all. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions are, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield with more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this Link Pro with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of your location. Sergio Indamala, welcome. Inkamala, welcome. Eorzea is changing, Slime's plays, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say that the morrow will bring, what the morrow will bring. But so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time that you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataro. She will appraise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Yeah. Drake. Welcome, Drake. All right. Speak to Tataro. Hey, yo, Tataro. I need to speak with you. Tataro, get your little potato ass out here. Your adventure plate? Let me look at the adventure plate and see. Yeah, it works. Kato Potato. Tataru, I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Slime's plays. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often, but to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services will be taking place. If it all goes to plan, Gardenia's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will be holding the first of the 3 services, and Elder Sanseer Kane Senna will deliver her address to the Meheto Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you will need to go to Ul'dah, where the Flame General Ruban Aldion will be addressing the masses of the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored that there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom of Linsa Lamincia, where the Maelstrom Chief Admiral Worlyob Blossomfwine, German words, will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identifying yourself to the Century, Zanviel will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go, and I hope that the remembrance service is suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may change in favor of your preferred travel plans. So you can go in any order you want. Makes sense. Attend the Meheto Amphitheater. Let's travel to Gridania. Gridania business. Now we go seek out the great Kane Senna. Kane. Destination.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races.
Nice, nice.
So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian.
That's kind of cool.
An elegant symbol. Do you not agree?
Yeah, that's stupid good.
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life.
Oh, damn.
Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea,
You look stunned.
we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Okay.
Five years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost.
So many lives were laid down that day.
As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice.
Oh.
Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity.
The calamity!
The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive.
Oh.
Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Not again!
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
XIV.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
Ah.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike.
Yeah, both of them died.
Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen.
Even though you can't remember them.
Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Sanctity!
We must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
Follow
forest.
the
elementals!
The fact that their leaders are children kind of concerning, but...
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service.
Alize.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Yes, yes. Definitely not hardcore drugs. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have contended with two beast tribes. The Ixil are unquestionably more the troublesome, being more of a naturally warlike disposition, and the want to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful by nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown too aloof, a change observed by roughly the time they summoned their primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love of war, and they consider open conflict the last resort. Though they clash with the Ixil ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are at least yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before that is broken. The Twelveswood are grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people hope that restoring their wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet, how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixa will continue their incursions, spurred on by Gridania and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later, they will come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? Yeah, okay. Violet, thank you for the bits, by the way. I didn't see the initial bits that you put in there 50 minutes ago, so thank you for that. Zebel Thick, well, thank you for following. And Dr. Faded 25, thank you for following as well. Really appreciate that. All right. To Ulda. Ulda. There we go. The power of teleportation. Ha ha. Did we get any upgrades during this? Oh, we actually did, apparently. Nice. Must go by the Pugilist Guild. Oh, we gotta get to the Hastings Strip. So we need to go to the elevator. Into the gate of Nalantha. Lift attendant. The Hustings Strip. The destination.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Reborn as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Raubon!
Raubon, let's go!
Since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold.
Yeah!
The grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Uldar!
Yeah, Uldar!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Uh-huh.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Oh.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead.
Well, that's not true.
Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save?
No!
You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
It's true, they are doing an invasion.
We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall.
It does stand to fall if you guys are divided.
Victory and fortune walk hand in hand.
That's right, they do! Go, Reborn!
Glory and wealth. Look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you, line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity.
Yeah!
As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
Let's go!
Uldar!
Together we are one.
Reborn!
Your grace.
Raubon?
Let me just use you as my seat.
People of Uldar, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
It's true.
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live Nanamo!
Victory and fortune.
Small potato
Lead us
field.
into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn.
Ragnaros is just in the background going, yeah, boy.
Forsooth?
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
Okay, Alphino. The Oldunians have a long history of conflict with the Almajah, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, sorry, judging by your look of distaste, you have encountered them. The Oldons do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. If they have dealt with, Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems that have been quiet these past 5 years. The Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming that they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. If it has been observed that the Almajah are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency, every time they do so, the Eldons send their force to smite that primal. And even though they inevitably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition they cannot sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. In which a desperate hour and an adventure of your experience would be most welcomed into the addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. Alize just looks like she's pissed. Alright. To Laminsa! To Laminsa! Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Yeah, let's go.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
It's the only time you'll see female here. Or the rock fellas.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond."
The 5 seas.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn.
Ah.
All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfir's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano.
Cartano!
That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Being a little bit of a dick,
It
bro.
has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding.
Thanks for liking the live, Tina. Robun W. Welcome. Archivalus, welcome. No 956, welcome. Chris, 24 times 97. Data Dorcas, Oticon, FF1 Black Mage, welcome. Thank you guys for being
Yet
a part of
still
this.
the wounds of the calamity fester and weep.
Love Final Fantasy? Hell yeah, we love Final Fantasy. Your fave Sophia, welcome.
But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
Yeah, let's rebuild!
Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano.
Ryuga, welcome.
The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
Fishbacks.
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go.
John, welcome.
These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull.
Rigo, welcome.
And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Oh, yeah, mate, yeah.
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral.
I liked Raban's speech better. Belstrectress?
Fancy
Welcome.
meeting you again.
Oh, hello, Alphino. Azirmath, welcome. As the admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. First is the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second of the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take to the primal Titan as their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right along the Lominsians' backyard. And that is why say not for the internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between vicious factions. While they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lamencians are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. And to this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched with a deeper shade of crimson ere long. As a capable adventurer like you, it would be a vulnerable addition to their crew and beyond question. Alize does not like the fact that he talks to us like this. Precious Gemstone, welcome. Burn the World, welcome. Handsome Gunpla, welcome. Ali Berry, welcome. And Azirmath, welcome back as well. Slimes Plays, this has been Philia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust that you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. While delighted though we are to have them here in the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense much longer than necessary. In short, please hurry back. All right. We'll head back. To Horizon! Let us ride! Well, run. Oh, we slain Ifrit. I wonder what the next primal we go after is. I don't know if it's just random or if it can be planned out. This is a level 20 quest. So we're a full 13 levels ahead of where we should be, right? That's crazy. I can't believe they give you that much of a boost when you're on these types of servers. Yeah, preferred world. Experience earned while below level 90 is dramatically increased. So it's good that it helps you get ahead. And you don't really, like, under-level. Waking Sands. I don't know who we pick. What's the guild affiliated with? The guild's Maelstrom. So let's go with Maelstrom. We'll pick the Maelstrom. Just to go along with Bliss's decision. Welcome back, Slimes Plays. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset by problems. I trust that you now see why your services are in such demand. Would that be were more of you? Would there be that there were more of you, Slimes Plays? But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect upon your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Alright, we're gonna go. Hello, how's the game? I'm good, Bread. How are you? Are you good? Thank you for...
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep.
Thanks for talking to us there, Pred. Yeah, Alphino.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Suppose.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
Oh, the last of my
As
coffee.
though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None.
True, true.
I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
Oh.
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds.
Carrot Pete, welcome. Kitty, welcome.
Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies.
Mr. Gotham, welcome. Capacolo, welcome.
Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
That guy's like, what the fuck?
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
Alright.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
You think so, do you? Sorry, checking something out here. Alright.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Well spoken. Alphino is he's a cool character for sure. Let's go, Maelstrom. How was the Admiral's speech? But you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Yeah, but it wasn't your Admiral that did it. It's the fact that my free company is associated with it, so... a toodaloo to you. But, that's the spirit. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Limsa and seek out our Grand Company headquarters. All right. Maelstrom Command is located in the upper decks. I will send word of our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of the Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you this, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings be sure. Maelstrom is peak. Okay, low tier, I gotcha. Yeah, I have a character that's a serpent, I have a character that's a flame, and every other character I've ever chosen was a Maelstrom as well, but again, because Bliss is more aligned with Maelstrom, we're going to pick that. So, yeah. Alright. Let's go to Limsa. Teleportation! I tell you, teleportating would be, like, such a cool thing to have. Can you imagine? It's like, oh, I attuned to the 7-Eleven down the street. Teleport. Would be great. Let's go to teleport. Don't have the Alth Castle unlocked, apparently, so... Cool. Let's go to the lift and go to the drowning wench. And then go to... those spots. Drowning wench, let's go. Thank you for stopping by and saying something as well, low tier. We really appreciate that. Everybody who's on the Purple app, we appreciate you stopping by as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As well as anybody on the YT, we appreciate you stopping by as well. Subscribing on Purple app helps us financially, but following is free. As well as following and subscribing are free on YT as well. And they are definitely free on TikTok as well. That would help us out greatly, being able to spread our influence a little bit further each time. Thank you for all of the help and the things that you guys do on a daily basis to help us out here. All right, let's go. Hail, adventurer! What business have you at Maelstrom Command? My name is Slimes Plays on Twitch. I believe you are expecting me. Pantaswab, welcome. Slimes Plays, I, our recruitment officer, sent word that you'd be coming. I shall be my honor to induct you to the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from the lookout at Lower Lenosia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. And the vessel is in a bad way, sir, and it appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast skirmishing with the fishbacks. Slimes Plays, this is highly irregular, but I fear that your first duty in service of the Maelstrom needs to be an unofficial one. If our man in Lower Lenosia is correct, the airship come down will be in a territory crawling with Imperial scouts. There are any survivors, we must reach out to them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of the occupants are alive, make sure that they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. All right. Michael Mirasol, welcome. Stitchito, welcome. Carrot Pete, welcome back. Frankie, welcome. All right. All right, we just gotta go to. We gotta go downstairs. So go back to the Aetherite Plaza. And then head out. I think, with that being said, think we're going to stop for the day. Our next stream will be Monday. So if you're around Monday, probably around the same time we started today, maybe a little bit earlier, depending on how that morning goes, we will definitely be live again. If you're watching on TikTok, following will help you find out when I go live again, and then that will get you on over to the Twitch and the YouTube. If you're following or watching on YouTube, I'd like to hit that subscribe button. It's free. It helps us grow. And every time we grow, we get to reach out a little bit further into the algorithm and gather more folks to help us grow. If you're watching on Twitch, that same thing applies to you. Following helps us out greatly. It pushes our algorithm out further, and it gives us a little bit more reach. Alternatively, on Twitch, you can also subscribe, which I am blessed to have 3 or 4 subscribers right now, which is great. And it is a big help to us financially when we end up getting meet the thresholds for, payouts and stuff like that. But even if you're a regular viewer and you have come by on the Twitch, it has helped us out greatly because every time you watch us play, there's a little ad that pops up, and that gives us a little bit of ad revenue as well. So thank you everybody who has liked and followed today. Thank you everybody that has been here chatting with us. And until next time, guys, have a good day, evening, night, whenever you're watching us. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.